It is home to some of the most expensive houses in mid-Missouri. It may also be home to some of the houses most vulnerable to fires in our area. 3 years ago, I started looking into the lack of fire hydrants protecting the Lake of the Ozarks community of Sunrise Beach. Earlier this year, a fire destroyed an apartment complex there, actually this one that you're taking a look at now. During that fire, firefighters struggled with low water pressure, so I decided to take a second look. What I found in tonight's ABC 17 Investigates is the number of hydrants might not matter, and the problem of fighting fires in the area is not going to be an easy fix.
There are some water mains that we can't put a fire hydrant on because the main size is too small.
That's former Sunrise Beach Fire Chief Dennis Riley before he left the department a few weeks ago. I contacted him shortly after a fire ripped through 10 condos at the lake last month. I reminded him about a story I did 3 years ago. We found the fire district's hydrants to be spread farther apart than recommended international codes. But the problem runs deeper than not just enough hydrants.
Well, when we go back to the water company, we did some research. That's a 4-inch service.
So you can't use it.
So we can't put a fire hydrant on there.
Riley told me the 4-inch water mains mean Sunrise Beach can't have a hydrant attached at all. According to the Missouri Department of Natural Resources regulations, hydrants need to be placed on at least 6-inch mains because of the amount of pressure they require. I did some checking and found many cities and fire districts in the United States require even larger mains than 6 inches. That's a problem for the high-priced homes in the Port of Sema subdivision served by Sunrise Beach. Some of the water mains are only 4 inches, and Riley says they were never intended to protect homes.
And those people that live out in those communities actually had to pay an assessment to add the initial fire hydrants. But the system was really designed to provide water to the houses.
He says it's an issue dating back to around 2007 when the water mains were installed. So I started to check Riley's claim and why this was allowed to happen. The general manager of Public Water Supply District Number 4, the water company for the area, told me over the phone there may be 4-inch mains in some spots. However, when I asked for an on-camera interview, okay. Can you go on camera and tell me that? Because all I've got is an interview from the former chief saying the issues in Port of Sema, we can't hook up to these mains. He told me he couldn't. He was not the only one who couldn't answer my questions. Who was responsible for overseeing the Port of Sema construction? Who let this happen? I started with the state, but DNR declined to interview with me for 3 weeks. DNR sent me to Sunrise Beach's mayor. Mayor Mooney told me to call City Hall. I was then directed to Camden County. By the end of it, I had spoken to everyone from the clerk to the city engineer, and not one person could answer my question. Where are the 4-inch mains in Sunrise Beach? And are the homes in Port of Sema and the rest of Sunrise Beach safe? Currently, the city of Osage Beach at the lake requires 6-inch mains for single-family homes and 8-inch mains for apartment buildings. The former GM of Public District Water Supply Number 4 did email me today. He said the district's policy as of 2017 is no mains smaller than 6 inches. But this isn't the first time there's been trouble with water pressure and fire protection in Sunrise Beach. Back in 2016, the threat of legal action forced upgrades to sprinkler systems at 3 condo complexes. I'm going to keep checking in on these codes in Sunrise Beach and report back to you about the progress.